He visto una serie, una telenovela australiana muy buena. Se llama Bluey. Es una maravilla. No voy a hablar de la ficción, de la historia, sino de lo que me interesó. Me interesó la reflexión que hace sobre el juego en la infancia, con la primera idea que tenemos al mirar la serie, y es que el juego creativo, imaginativo, es un juego entre otros.
What is a game? CrashCourse Philosophy struggled to define what a game is in their episode on language. Games are not defined by their variables, but by the fact that they all have rules. That is why Ludwig Wittgenstein spoke of language games, not because you win, but because there are rules that the participants agree to and follow in order to participate. In the book Zettel, he asks, how should we imagine a complete list of relative rules for the use of words? What is understood by a complete list of relative rules for the use of a chess piece? Think, for example, how to determine whose turn is it when the player's memory is called into question. Transit rules allow and forbid a set of actions from drivers and passersby, but it doesn't try to guide the totality of their movements through prescriptions. It would be senseless to speak of ideal transit rules for such a task. We would not know how to conceive this ideal in the first place. If someone wished to make transit regulations more strict in certain aspects, that doesn't mean that they wish to approximate such ideal. End quote. Every dynamic from chess to transit regulation to language has rules. Creative or imaginative play also has rules, and the child characters in Bluey learn what the requirements are to play. It is no coincidence that the animal chosen to represent play is the dog. Dogs try to make everything into a game. When they see the master or see each other, they run around, jump on everything, they chase, they bite, they steal. There are toys specifically designed for dogs. There are many examples in the series of how games are played that can help describe, if not define, what a game is. A game is played following the rules. A game is taken seriously, but the participants must not take themselves too seriously. If the game is a challenge, the rules must not be changed to suit the players, or more precisely, one player over the others. Respecting the rules implies taking turns and allowing others to play. Because play is improvisation, one must not object to creative proposals. Negation will block the flow of the game and disrupt the communication between players, whereas affirmation will further the game's development. And perhaps most importantly, a game is fun. Otherwise, why play it? We can talk about the more obvious aspects of Bluey, like learning through imaginative play, its depiction of parenting and the involvement of parents in their children's games, or its observations on child psychology. Lila Gleitman gives the example of small children knowing the meaning of the phrase, "that's not fair."
It's not fair. Why can't I just do it straight away?
That's not how the world works, kid.
And the world is silly. Bluey, you always never take turns with me. You just take all of the turns. And it makes me feel sad. I will unfreeze you if you promise you will let me have turns too.
Well, the concept of justice is one that scholars of philosophy spend their careers trying to understand. But I wanted to keep the focus of this video on imaginative play and its rules, because following rules, taking turns, thinking creatively, agreeing, participating, communicating, every social relation works in the same way. It is all a big game, so let's make it fun.